Catholicism is often thought to thrive in places like New York, California, or Chicago. But what if we told you that the faith is thriving in unexpected corners of the U.S.? From the heart of the South to the plains of the Midwest, Catholicism is experiencing a surprising resurgence in states where you wouldn't expect it. Stick around as we uncover the top 10 unexpected U.S. states where Catholicism is quietly booming and explore why these states are becoming new strongholds of faith. In recent decades, the narrative of Catholicism in the United States has often focused on decline in attendance, decline in religious affiliation, and decline in influence. But what many don't realize is that Catholicism is quietly thriving in many parts of the U.S., especially in states you might not expect. While traditional Catholic strongholds like the Northeast and California still have large Catholic populations, Catholicism is growing in unexpected places, often driven by demographic shifts, cultural changes, and new communities finding strength in the Church. In this video, we'll take a look at 10 states where Catholicism is thriving in ways that might surprise you. From growing immigrant populations to the resurgence of Catholic schools and ministries, these states are showing that the faith is alive and well, and in many cases, it's growing stronger than ever. Let's dive into the reasons behind this growth and uncover why these states are becoming the new homes for Catholicism in America. 10. Texas, the new Catholic frontier **. Texas is quickly becoming a hub for Catholic growth, largely due to its rapidly expanding Latino population. While the state's Catholic roots have been strong for centuries, today, the combination of immigration and the Church's appeal to young families has led to a resurgence in Catholic parishes, schools, and charitable organizations. Catholic roots in Texas. Catholicism's deep roots in Texas can be traced back to the Spanish colonization in the 16th century, when Catholic missions were established to convert indigenous people. Over time, the Catholic presence in Texas became intertwined with the state's cultural and social identity. Cities like San Antonio and Austin have long been cultural hubs for Catholic faith, but in recent years, even smaller cities in East and West Texas have experienced growing Catholic populations. Texas has seen an explosion of Hispanic immigrants from Mexico and Central America, many of whom bring a deep-rooted Catholic faith with them. Cities like San Antonio, Houston, and Dallas have seen a steady increase in Catholicism's presence, with new churches being built to meet the needs of a growing, young population. Impact on education and charities. The growth of Catholicism in Texas can also be attributed to the expanding influence of Catholic schools, especially in cities with large immigrant populations. The rise of these schools is a testament to the increasing importance of faith-based education in the state. Additionally, the Church's commitment to addressing the needs of immigrant communities, whether through social services, legal aid, or pastoral care, has further bolstered its presence in Texas. With all of this combined, Texas is becoming a central hub for Catholicism in the U.S., one that is evolving with the times while remaining deeply rooted in its religious traditions. 9. Florida, the Latin Catholic boom *. Florida's Catholic population has surged due to immigration from Latin American countries, particularly Cuba, Puerto Rico, and Colombia, with large communities of Latin Catholics settling in Miami, Orlando, and Tampa. Catholicism has become central to many people's daily lives. The role of Cuban immigrants. Florida's Catholic growth was initially driven by Cuban exiles fleeing Fidel Castro's regime. Since the 1960s, Cuban families have brought their Catholic faith with them to Florida, settling predominantly in Miami. Over the decades, they've built a vibrant Catholic community, creating Catholic organizations, schools, and social services for their fellow exiles. Today, Cuban-American Catholic leaders have a major influence on the Church, and Miami is considered one of the most important Catholic cities in the U.S. Cultural influence. The recent wave of Puerto Rican and Colombian immigrants has continued to fuel the growth of Catholicism in Florida. Many of these new immigrants maintain deep religious ties to their Catholic heritage, and as they settle in Florida's large urban centers, the Catholic community continues to grow, particularly through family-based faith practices. In Miami, for instance, the growth of the Archdiocese of Miami and the opening of new Catholic schools in the region have been instrumental in strengthening Catholicism's presence. With more and more young families attending Mass and getting involved in youth programs, Florida is solidifying its place as one of the strongest Catholic regions in the U.S. Florida's Catholic festivals, such as the Feast of Our Lady of Charity, continue to draw huge crowds and serve as important cultural events that reflect the role of faith in daily life. These events have helped to reaffirm the Catholic community's identity and its importance to the fabric of Florida's social life. 8. Nevada, a quiet Catholic awakening asterisk. Nevada might not be the first state that comes to mind when you think about Catholicism, but it's experiencing a quiet surge in the faith, largely due to the growing immigrant population from Latin America and the growing number of people converting to Catholicism in recent years. Asterisk population growth. Nevada's population has seen rapid growth, particularly in cities like Las Vegas and Reno, with many new residents coming from Catholic-majority countries. These new residents have brought with them a strong Catholic faith, which has created a demand for more parishes, schools, and services. Asterisk community engagement. Las Vegas, in particular, has seen new churches spring up in response to the rising demand for Catholic services. These churches are not just places of worship. They're community centers, providing a range of social services to the local population. In addition to meeting spiritual needs, these churches offer educational programs, counseling, and support to families, helping to create a sense of belonging and community for immigrants who may be far from home. Asterisk growth through conversion. Nevada is also seeing Catholicism grow through conversion. The state has become a popular destination for people seeking a fresh start, and many of them are turning to the Catholic Church for spiritual guidance. Through local outreach programs and charismatic Catholic ministries, more and more people are choosing the church as their spiritual home. 7. Arizona, a rising star for Catholicism asterisk. Arizona's Catholic population is expanding, driven by the growing Latino community and the state's increasing popularity as an asterisk destination for immigrants. Catholicism has long been a staple in the region, but recently, the combination of younger, faith-driven families and church outreach has been instrumental in bringing the faith back to the forefront. Asterisk immigrant influence. The state's proximity to Mexico has naturally resulted in an increase in Catholic immigrants from south of the border. Cities like Phoenix and Tucson have seen a boom in Catholic families settling in the area, contributing to the development of new parishes and schools. The expansion of Catholic education has been especially significant, with Catholic high schools and universities seeing rising enrollment. Asterisk bilingual communities. The Catholic Church in Arizona is also addressing the unique needs of bilingual communities, offering services and support in both English and Spanish. This emphasis on inclusivity has made Catholicism more accessible to new immigrants, especially as many of them are seeking not only a place to practice their faith, but also a community that understands and supports them. The rise in Catholicism in Arizona is an example of how immigration is reshaping religious life in the U.S. With a large Latino population and strong ties to the Mexican Catholic tradition, Arizona is experiencing a Catholic renaissance that is being driven by a new generation of families eager to reconnect with their faith. 6. North Carolina, an unexpected Catholic growth hotspot asterisk. North Carolina has seen a steady increase in Catholicism, especially due to a combination of immigration and the growth of young professionals seeking a sense of purpose and community. Asterisk increased immigrant population. Over the last few decades, immigrants from Latin America, particularly asterisk Mexico, have significantly increased the Catholic population in areas like Charlotte and asterisk Raleigh. These cities have witnessed the establishment of new parishes and Catholic schools to meet the demands of an expanding population. Asterisk attraction for young professionals. Additionally, North Carolina is becoming increasingly attractive to young professionals from other parts of the country. Many of these young adults are finding a welcoming community within the Catholic Church, which provides not only spiritual support but also a place to meet people and build relationships. Asterisk youth ministries. Catholicism's growth in North Carolina has been marked by an increasing number of youth ministries, which focus on engaging young people in the faith and fostering leadership within the Catholic community. The state's expanding Catholic educational system also plays a major role in the spread of the faith, as young people are introduced to Catholic teachings and traditions at a young age. 5. Oklahoma, a Catholic resurgence in the heartland asterisk. While not traditionally thought of as a Catholic stronghold, Oklahoma has experienced a resurgence of Catholicism over the past 2 decades. This is largely due to a rise in the state's Hispanic population and a strong emphasis on Catholic education and community engagement. Asterisk growth of the Hispanic Catholic community. Oklahoma's growing Latino population, especially in Oklahoma City and asterisk Tulsa, has brought an influx of Catholics to the state. Additionally, many young families are being drawn to Oklahoma by the affordable cost of living and an increasing number of Catholic schools and ministries. Asterisk commitment to social justice. The state's Catholic community is deeply involved in social justice initiatives, including efforts to address homelessness, hunger, and poverty. The church in Oklahoma is also committed to providing Catholic education to children from all walks of life, ensuring that faith-based values are instilled in the next generation. Many towns and cities in Oklahoma now boast asterisk new Catholic churches, and the Diocese of Oklahoma City continues to grow, providing vital services to the growing Catholic community. The Catholic Church's commitment to education and social outreach has made it a key part of Oklahoma's cultural landscape. For South Carolina, a resilient Catholic population asterisk. South Carolina has long been a state with an asterisk large Protestant population, but over the past few decades, it's been seeing a steady growth in its Catholic communities, largely thanks to an increase in immigration and the rise of young families seeking a sense of community. Asterisk growth among immigrants. Many new Catholic families, primarily from Latin America, have made South Carolina home. Cities like Charleston have seen new parishes and Catholic schools emerge to serve these communities. Additionally, Catholic organizations in the state have been focused on outreach and youth ministry, helping to engage the next generation in the faith. Asterisk flourishing parishes. South Carolina's Catholic population is growing steadily, and its Catholic institutions are becoming an important part of the social fabric. Catholic parishes continue to flourish, offering a sense of community and spiritual support to people from all backgrounds. 3. Georgia, a surprising Catholic hub in the South asterisk. Georgia has long been associated with the asterisk Baptist Church, but in recent years, Catholicism has grown in popularity, especially in Atlanta, where an influx of immigrants has helped fuel the Catholic revival. Asterisk immigrant communities. Many new Catholic families, particularly from Latin America, have made Georgia home. Cities like Atlanta are seeing new parishes and Catholic schools spring up to meet the growing demand for faith-based services. The Catholic community in Georgia is also engaged in social justice work, addressing issues like immigrant rights and economic inequality. Asterisk rapid growth. Georgia's Catholic population is growing quickly, and the state is becoming a key hub for Catholic outreach and asterisk community support. As more and more young families seek a faith-based community, Georgia is poised to become an even more influential Catholic state in the future. 2. Tennessee, Catholicism's quiet expansion asterisk. Tennessee, historically a Protestant stronghold, has seen an increase in Catholic numbers due to a growing immigrant population and the rise of Catholic schools and ministries across the state. Asterisk immigrant contributions. Immigrants, particularly from Latin America, have significantly contributed to Catholicism's rise in cities like Nashville. The influx of Catholic families seeking educational opportunities, along with a growing number of Catholic outreach programs, has led to a noticeable rise in attendance and participation. Asterisk expansion of Catholic services. Tennessee's Catholic population is continuing to rise, with new churches and ministries popping up to meet the demand. Nashville, in particular, is seeing an expansion of Catholic services and youth programs, making it a key area of growth for the church. 1. Idaho, surprising Catholic growth in the West asterisk. Idaho has become an unexpected hub for Catholic growth in the western U.S. The state's rural nature and natural beauty have drawn a diverse array of families, many of whom are returning to the faith after years of secularization. Diverse immigrant communities. Idaho's rise as a Catholic state can be attributed to a combination of factors. Immigrant communities, particularly Hispanic families, have helped increase the Catholic population. Additionally, young families are moving to Idaho in search of a faith-driven environment, and Catholic schools, Youth programs and ministries are flourishing to meet the demand. Growing Catholic institutions. Many towns and cities in Idaho now boast new Catholic churches, and the Diocese of Boise continues to grow, providing services to the growing Catholic community. This shift has turned Idaho into a state that is quietly becoming a Catholic stronghold in the West. From Texas to Idaho, Catholicism is quietly thriving in unexpected states across the U.S. While many assume that Catholicism is in decline, these states are proving that the faith is alive and well, often in new and surprising ways. Whether driven by immigration, young families, or a growing sense of community, Catholicism's influence is expanding in these areas, providing both spiritual guidance and a sense of belonging to millions. If you found this exploration of Catholicism's surprising growth interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest videos. Share this video with friends and family, and let us know in the comments which state you think is the next Catholic growth hub in America.